Immortals. Mankind first learned of them over 4,000 years ago, when the legendary warrior Gilgamesh, who ruled the city of Uruk for 126 years, led his armies to war, and was slain in battle. But he rose again. Amaletu, his loyal follower, witnessed the resurrection. The Akkadian dedicated his life to studying his king. And the mysterious warriors Gilgamesh fought in secret. Amaletu told others, and so the Watchers were born. A secret society of scholars and spies. We alone know their clandestine history. They are a race hidden in plain sight. Immortal warriors. Unseen and unknown by all but us. They die only by decapitation. The victor absorbing the power of his fallen enemy. They fight to be the last, as we quietly crumble. We know the prophecy that drives them. In the end, there can be only one.
Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. Life is a series of changes. Don't resist them. That only creates sorrow. Change is the law of life. There are countless quotes about change, little nuggets of wisdom meant to help us feel better about the uncertainty of life. Yeah, they might sound trite, but more often than not, they're true. For both mortal and immortal alike. All great changes are preceded by chaos. The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die. That's always been a favorite of mine. My name is Daniel David Quinlan, and I've had to cast mine off more than once. Of all the skins I've worn, the one of Watcher may have been the most comfortable. But as much as I may have enjoyed that skin, the life of a Watcher, well, it had to come off too. And as often happens when you enter the world of the Immortals, the catalyst for that change came about decades before I was even born.
To us. Oh, happy anniversary. I learned how to make those in Japan a few years ago. Paper to celebrate our first wonderful year of marriage.
It's beautiful, thank you.
There is more in the box. Traditionally, pearls are for the 30th anniversary, but I like to think ahead.
One year must be a blink of an eye to someone like you.
Best year of my life. And 1 year of love is better than a lifetime. Stay here.
Yeah,
This Kevin Donegan?
you must be Campbell.
So you've been looking for me?
Yeah, for going on about 80 years now.
80 years? Wait,
You must be that guy that was in the woods with that pretty blonde.
All I want to hear from you right now is time and place.
the abandoned bank on the east side of town.
I know the place.
At dusk.
I'll be there.
Make the call.
I knew something was different the moment the alarm went off. Ian Campbell was the first immortal I was assigned to as a watcher. In 4 years I had been watching him, he had done his best to avoid the game. It had been nearly 3 years since Campbell had fought another immortal, and he was rusty. Far from peak shape, and he knew it. I don't think either of us was sure he was going to win. But the signs were clear. Someone was going to die, and it was my job to watch it happen. I recognized the other immortal immediately and understood why this fight was so important to Campbell. It was Kevin Donegan, the man who had killed Campbell's last wife, Catherine, just over a century old, and he'd spent most of that time as little more than a common thug. He settled down with a family for a while, but for the last several years he'd been headhunting. The Watchers hadn't been able to track him effectively, but each time he faced an immortal, their headless bodies were found, riddled with bullet wounds. Some local thug was usually found nearby, stabbed to death. He had been hiring cheap muscle to back him up, then killing them when they've outlived their usefulness. As a Watcher, I've sworn never to interfere with the lives of the immortals we observed. But I wasn't going to let someone else interfere either. That would turn out to be one of the most important decisions of my life. I didn't want to see Campbell die there, but I had already involved myself in the fight more than I had ever intended. Luckily, Campbell proved quite capable of surviving on his own.
What the hell are you waiting for?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, damn. There can be only one. I notified the tribunal of Donegan's death. Campbell had taken his revenge, and I thought a chapter had been closed. I had no idea what events had been set in motion.
How would you like to proceed, Mr. Torrance?
Clear out all the inventory. Everything. We move against Holloway while we're still one step ahead. And he needs to know who he's dealing with.
You want me to handle it?
No. I want you nearby till this all blows over. And get me Mr. Costello on the phone.
Yes, sir.
Is Costello on the line yet? I said, is Costello on the... Costello. What are you doing here? You work for me.
I have worked for you.
Yes. As an independent contractor on individual assignments. As such, I'm always looking for new avenues of gainful employment.
I'll pay you triple. You'd be throwing away a fortune.
Embarrassing yourself. I killed 8 men in your employ. Don't you think each and every one of them tried to buy their lives back? What kind of a professional would I be if I allowed myself to be bought off so casually?
I'll get you anything you want, anything.
Nothing. I'm currently under the employ of Mr. Holloway. He wanted you to know that, by the way. Something about you being 3 steps behind.
No.
I apologize. Can I please have a moment? Whoever you are, you should know that by the simple act of calling this number, you sealed your own Who? Well, that's impossible. Campbell's been dead for nearly... What? No, don't. All right. I have to admit it. I'm not usually surprised, but hold on. So, where is Campbell?
Before I was a watcher, I had a different occupation. And I had a partner.
No, wait!
Another skin, another name, a completely different me. And he wasn't someone I was fond of. I'm not proud of who I was. It was an experience that made me appreciate life. All life. More than ever. I never even learned their names, but I see their faces every day. That was the night my first life ended. It was that night, the night I witnessed the harsh truth of immortality, that I discovered the existence of immortality.
So, tell me, Crispin, At what point exactly did you go from master thief to psycho killer?
Don't be so melodramatic. We got out clean.
That's not the point. You said the place was gonna be empty, and now there's 2 dead bodies.
What the hell are you doing?
Getting rid of anything that ties me to your little killing spree.
Man, you watch way too much TV. But I tell you what, as long as you need to get rid of all your tainted evidence, I'll go ahead and hold on to your half of the jewels.
You know, maybe you should. I think I'm ready to dissolve this little partnership we have. Call it severance pay.
Really? Well, look at you, being all magnanimous. I'll go ahead and get my stuff out of the trunk. You know, it's too bad, Daniel. You've been quite the able sidekick. It really has been a pleasure working with an associate of your caliber. You don't understand what's going on.
Who the hell are you?
The name's Friedman. I'm the one who can explain to you what you just saw. Or you can join your friend in prison if you prefer.
So let me get this right. You recruited a known thief into the Watchers?
Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Bonafide jewel thief, huh? I guess that's why you're so lucky at cards.
Trust me, Moyers, I'm not the lucky type. I'm just better than you. Well, that's my story. Who's next?
I believe that leaves our new archivist. So, how did you find out about Immortals for the first time?
I don't really like to...
That's all right, Veronica. You have
Oh, come on. I just admitted to grand larceny. We all know how to keep secrets, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how bad can your story be?
One killed my mother when I was 8.
Way to go, Junior. Way to go.
I appreciate your support. She'll get over it, though, right, Friedman?
Well, we offer therapy.
Therapy. Sunday, October 17th. Something's wrong. I've barely been able to keep tabs on Campbell lately. At first, I thought he was just being more cautious after his encounter with Donegan. But he's being too careful. I think he's starting to suspect he's being watched. And after last night, I'm beginning to understand how he feels. Crispin's supposed to be doing life in Lompoc. Not that I'm surprised he's out. An immortal can easily escape from prison if he really wants to. I just don't know how he found me.
What, did you think changing your name was gonna throw me off? Son, I've been kicking around for nearly 300 years. You don't think I've learned a few tricks? Made a few contacts?
My old partner, Crispin. He was the last person I wanted to see. Not only was he a reminder of the life I had left behind, he also happened to be an unkillable psychopath who wanted me dead.
5 years inside thanks to that little phone call of yours. What the hell was that?
I thought you were hurt.
Well, your concern is touching. If not misplaced and extraordinarily inconvenient. See, they had me on suicide watch. Restraints, drugs. I had nothing to eat with but a spork. It took me 5 years to kill myself. But don't worry, it won't take nearly as long on you. Oh, you want to have a real sword fight, do you? This ought to be entertaining. You still don't get it, do you? Look, as much fun as I'm having, we've got company, so I'm gonna have to cut things short. Stop! This is none of your concern, friend. It's personal business.
I just need to talk to him.
Yeah? Well, I got dibs.
Look, I just can't let you kill him.
I'm not really asking your permission.
I will challenge you if I have to.
Seriously? You even know this guy? Fine. Let's get on with it.
Who are you?
Don't die on me yet, Ian. We still have a conversation to finish.
Hello, Renee. Think I wouldn't find you out here, Ian?
Does it look like I'm hiding?
Calm yourself. After all these years, after everything I taught you, never thought you would betray me. I suppose I was naive?
I warned you. I warned you I wouldn't let you kill the woman.
Why not? She killed her husband.
It's self-defense.
So she claims. The way I see it, we were performing a public service. How did the bard put it? Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.
And what mercy is there? For men like us, men that kill for money.
We're no simple killers. We are professionals. You know, I can understand if you just lost your nerve, tucked tail and ran. But to warn the mark?
She didn't deserve to die.
Deserve's got nothing to do with it. I hadn't filled a contract in near 200 years before this woman.
I'm sure your reputation will serve her well.
Not the point. Do you have any idea how many bounty hunters she set after me? Where is the respect?
You're a born killer, Renee.
That's right.
I'm not. You used to have a code. And for a time, that was enough to convince me that what we were doing held some honor. Now you'll just kill anyone for enough coin.
I hate that you're making me do this.
I know.
I've learned from many teachers on my journey, and Crispin was the one who taught me that no matter how many times we shed our skin, we can never totally shed our past. I kept the jewelry. That gaudy piece of metal and glass that Crispin felt was worth the lives of two human beings, as a reminder of what I once was and how far I had come. That's why I continue to chronicle, even now. But I also learned to take responsibility for my actions, which meant that, as a watcher, I had to face the consequences of revealing myself to an immortal.
You never talk about her.
Huh? Who? Oh. No. There's no her. Not anymore.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize.
That's okay. She left a long time ago, before I joined the Watchers. It turns out she wasn't thrilled with being the wife of a small-time jewel thief.
But you still wear it.
Well, at first, I just couldn't take it off. Couldn't accept that she'd gone. When I was recruited, it was the only piece of my old life that I held on to.
Well, you're not a thief anymore. Maybe it's not too late.
Somehow, I don't think she'd see professional stalker as much of an improvement.
I see your point.
But it's strange. Wearing this ring, I feel like I have a connection with Campbell. You know, he lost a wife over 80 years ago, and he still wears that ring. He just can't let it go either. I guess I feel like we just have something in common.
You two may have more in common than you think.
Well, I have felt like someone's been after my head lately.
And on that note, they're ready to see you now.
You assured us, after your involvement with his fight with Donegan, that Campbell had not seen you.
I was sure he didn't see me.
Then an immortal from your past shows up out of nowhere, and Mr. Never Saw You ends up saving your ass. And as a thank you gift, you left him your camera.
I didn't mean to leave the camera.
And then Campbell, who's no doubt flattered by the collection of portraits you so thoughtfully left behind, knows he's being watched. Consequently, has completely fallen off the grid. I miss anything, David?
I think that pretty much covers it. I don't even know how Crispin found me to begin with. I haven't used the same name in years.
It is a mystery. But don't think that lets you off the hook for being a colossal screw-up all on your own. You're relieved from field duty. For the foreseeable future, you're going to be in the basement with Veronica, scanning old chronicles.
You can't do that.
Quiet. He's going easy on you as it is.
And if by blind, dumb luck, you should happen to cross paths with Campbell again, please try to avoid giving him more information on our secret organization. You call it in. Let someone with the clue handle it. Bye-bye.
Aside from my acute inability to do anything right, I'm wonderful, Veronica. Thanks for asking.
Sure, take it out on the new girl. I appreciate that.
Look, I'm sorry, okay? It's not your fault. I don't think I'm cut out for this covert line of work.
So, you have no idea where Campbell is? You've been watching him for a while, right? I mean, you have to have some idea.
So I've been told. But I've looked everywhere that I know about. No, he's either long gone or he's completely underground. But it's not my problem anymore anyways. I'll get to scanning chronicles after lunch.
Hey, well, you shouldn't give up. You know, you find him and all this blows over, right?
I don't even know where to start.
Well, I can guarantee you he's not going to be in our basement with a bunch of dusty books. I got it covered. You go find our guy.
It's David. Look, I picked up Campbell. I think he's headed for the airport. You need to have Veronica run all of his aliases and check them against today's outgoing flights. Track my GPS if you want someone else to take over.
Why are you following me?
Okay. Look, I am a PI, all right? And there's this developer who's interested in your building, and he asked me to dig up dirt on you.
Lying to me is not very wise.
Tell me about this.
Track my GPS if you want someone else to take over.
Shall I call Friedman?
I'll take care of it.
It's been nearly a century since I've seen Scotland. Longer since I've seen my home in Cladich. Every time I come to one of these festivals, I get a little bit homesick.
112 years.
What?
Since you visited Cladich?
Right. You can't possibly track all of us, can you?
Just those we know about. And are able to monitor.
How very reassuring.
When I was young, the clans used to gather once a year for Dainal, the great hunt. After the feast, the clans would compete to see who had the greatest warrior or the best pipers.
Did you compete?
Many times. I was the fastest runner in my clan. They made me the chieftain's messenger, a job which eventually got me killed.
During the Battle of Glen Levitt, when the camels fought the Camerons. 1594, right? It's in your chronicle.
I begin to think you know too much about me, David.
I'm your watcher. It's my job.
But no, we can't track all of the Immortals. Many are too secretive to track effectively.
So how long has this been going on?
I've been assigned to you 4 years. And the Watchers themselves, gosh, I don't know. Probably longer than any Immortal's been alive.
It's hard to believe that a secret society could stay secret for long with agents as subtle as yourself.
Well, if it helps your opinion towards the Watchers, I've been suspended for this.
I'd applaud their standards. Then again, if you'd been more of a by-the-book type, you'd let Donegan kill me.
You're welcome.
Oh no. I paid my debt to you. By dealing with your aggressive friend in the alley.
So where does this leave us?
I don't want to see you or any other Watcher ever again. I know what to look for now. If I see any of you following me, it won't go well for you.
Hello, Ian.
Castell?
Castell? Wait, your mentor?
A pleasure.
It was Rene Castell, Campbell's first teacher, and one of the world's most deadly assassins for the last 6 centuries and counting. He was several magnitudes of bad news.
I owe you a debt of gratitude, Watcher. Couldn't have found my friend here without you.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Get out of here.
No. What are you talking about? How'd you find us?
How did I find you? Let's ask Sorty. How did I find them? Shut pie hole. He's talking to you.
Doesn't matter. Leave.
It took me a long time to find you. I thought you weren't one to hide.
I'm here now.
Indeed, you are.
I'd let you win.
I knew I couldn't beat you, Castell. I just had to keep you busy long enough.
Long enough for what? Long enough to put me to sleep? Raymond?
You feel it, Puiton.
Sorry. Looks like you're going away for a spell. Friend.
I'll let them kill me, then I'm coming back for your head.
Don't move, Castell.
That's why I made sure they get paid triple, as long as they bring you in alive.
Drop the weapons. The sword, too.
It wasn't nice to shoot and greet him. You stay down, you hear?
Full of the joy!
This isn't over! I know.
I'm impressed, Ian. You've gotten much better over the years. Of course. So have I. That was a damn fine hit back there. Your fists are like little sledgehammers. Do you know, all it would take is an apology. is that so hard for you to give?
Just get on with it.
Oh, I will. But you know, I've been waiting for this moment for so long, and now, well, I want to savor it a bit.
Hey, what the hell's going on down there?
Interrupted. Again.
See you soon, Mona Liv.
Castell escaped quickly after Campbell betrayed him to the bounty hunters. But he didn't seek revenge right away, choosing instead to repair his reputation with his mortal clientele. When he did finally return to Campbell's ranch, he found a headless body, still clutching Campbell's saber. Castell was convinced his revenge had been stolen from him, but in reality, the body belonged to a simple thief who had stolen Campbell's belongings and was killed by Campbell's then apprentice, Randall McCready. Crispin found me after I changed my entire identity. Castell found Cannibal, a man he thought was dead, after 100 years and a dozen identities. And now Castell was at a building owned by a dead man. I knew this couldn't be coincidence, but I couldn't yet see how it all fit together. No one is quite sure where the Watcher symbol came from. A researcher named Pearson once posited that it had been designed by Mythos, the legendary oldest living immortal. Pearson theorized that Mythos had infiltrated the Watchers and based the symbol on his own family crest, as some sort of inside joke. But that seems far-fetched. Others say it represents a bird, gliding above, unnoticed, but observing all below. That sounds more like the Watchers I know. They like to pretend they're all-knowing, all-seeing. But it's a lie. There's only so much an observer, an outsider, can understand. And I could not, at that time, understand why my past and Campbell's were colliding. So I decided to break the cardinal rule of the Watchers. I couldn't discover the truth from the outside. I had to get involved. For some reason, I thought following a 700-year-old professional killer would lead me to the answers. It was the last day of my life as a Watcher.
I can't believe after all the centuries, after everything we've seen and done, that you still cling to these pagan superstitions. But I see you've learned to dress yourself.
Do you actually think that we're the only kind of magic this world has to offer?
Yeah. Between immortality and women, that's all I can manage. You know, I thought you died 150 years ago, and yet here you are, alive, alone, hiding in Dustytown, USA.
I'm not running from you. I'm just living a life, a normal life, not the life of a killer.
And yet I never would have found you had you not killed a particularly dishonorable man. How's that work out?
Is that why you're here? To finish what we started? Did you even bring my sword?
Here? On holy ground? No. If you want your blade, I implore you to come and find it.
Then why are you here, Rene? Why soil yourself with all this superstition?
Didn't want you to miss your flight. I don't blame you if you want to run. Go ahead. That's what you're best at. You think a few more years is really going to matter all that much? And now that I know you're alive, Ian, there's no place on Earth.
I'm not going anywhere.
No, you're not. I trained you to be a hunter of men, Ian. You still got that in you? You want to finish this? Come find me.
We've got nothing, boss. The accounts are static. No activity with known associates. He's gone.
Did we track David's phone?
Went to the park. There was some blood, but no sign of David.
The boy's making it too easy for us.
No such thing in our line of work, Mona Lev. Go on. This one's yours. Make it quick. Ian, I want to see what you can do.
Lord! Philip! Merciful Lord, boy, you nearly stopped my heart. What have you seen?
Well, the paths are clear, my lord. Your brother's men must have followed the false trail south.
Excellent. We'll leave for the coast in the morning.
In the morning? My lord, he could be sending scouts this way.
Nonsense. Once my brother is set upon his path, he is not easily swayed. Besides, I have my best swordsmen on watch. He is more than a match for any scout.
The horses at once! We leave immediately!
Oh, no.
Oh, all right.
I don't think that's going to be happening.
Who are you? Is this what my brother sends after me? A barbarian?
Aye. Something like that.
Protect your lord!
Good luck, my lord.
Good runner. We didn't have to kill the boy.
His running days are done. We do not abide loose ends. It's sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Stop playing around and finish him.
Nice.
You stay back! Both of you! I'll have your hands!
I've heard that before. That's a very nice sword. Do you think he'll stop mine? Let's find out.
He was right, you know. You do look like a barbarian. Here's a clue. Stop wearing a dress. And stop carrying around that cleaver.
This? I'll stop using this when it stops being so useful. You were right about the boy. He led us right to Norrington.
I was right. Huh.
I know.
Indirect action. Lateral strikes. This is the way in which we must move, Ian. Remember that.
I'm thirsty. Let's get a drink.
I'm hungry. Let's get a whore.
Wayne here.
Any sign of Campbell?
No, I don't think he's coming.
David saw the ticket. It's the only lead we have.
You heard anything from the kid yet?
No, he's not answering his phone.
Feel like I'm wasting my time here, Friedman. Campbell expects us to be looking for him here.
You're probably right. Come on in.
Getting Manchester City was always a week, so...
Look, I'm calling because I hope that I can still trust you. It looks like I've got myself mixed up in a fight between Immortals again. Rene Castell's in town, and he's tracked me just like Crispin did. You know, I think these Immortals are getting their info from a Watcher. Look, anyways, I've tracked Castell to a building owned by Kevin Donegan, who's a man Campbell killed just weeks ago. No, it can't be coincidence. Look, I hope I'm wrong, but I've got to be sure. So I'm gonna go find answers. If you don't hear from me, well, you can be sure that I've done something pretty stupid.
Campbell's still alive. We were interrupted. Your friend was there too, asking questions. Questions I'm certain you'd rather not have answered. I'll find Campbell. You call me when you find your lost watcher. You really should not have come here.
Look, someone from the Watchers is helping you, and I want to know who it is.
Oh, that would be telling.
Any word from the kid yet?
No. Not since we went after Campbell.
Let's just hope he's using his criminal skills to lay low.
Damn, stupid. Stupid son.
Was that him?
What? No. I gotta go look into something.
You want some backup?
No. No, it's probably nothing. If I need help, I'll call.
What was that about?
I must confess, I didn't expect you to find me. Not so soon. But it does make my job a lot easier.
Just tell me who you work for.
Tell you who I work for? Really? Though a mercenary I may be, I assure you I'm here entirely of my own volition. Though I must admit to a grudging respect for your need to understand the nature of such a personal betrayal. Survey says you're about to get the answers you so desperately seek. I'm afraid so. But believe me, I understand how it feels to be betrayed by one of your own. Who the hell are you?
That won't keep him down for long.
If you're not helping him, then who is? Veronica?
Nick, no! We have a deal.
My father's dead because of you.
What are you... Who?
The man who carried this sword.
Wait. Immortals can't even have children.
They married when I was little, but he never told her what he was. He understood that he was all I had left. And he swore that he would always protect me. A promise he knew he couldn't keep by following the rules of the game. He only cheated so that he could be there to watch over me. And I became a watcher to protect him. But then you interfered.
There can be only one.
Wait. Don again was your father.
He's the man who raised me. What else should I call him but father?
That's why he helped Crispin find me. You wanted him to kill me.
Glad that idiot failed, too. So much more fitting that you should die by my father's sword.
Not until I have Campbell's head.
Then find him.
Well, I believe he's just found us. Let's go say hello, shall we? So nice to see you, Ian. I didn't think you still had the skills to find me, and yet here you are, finally. I'm glad. I was rooting for you.
Another watcher?
This isn't about the Watchers. You're here to answer.
I don't care.
What?
I don't care about you. I'm just here for him.
He's all yours. You're my oldest friend, Ian. And my greatest student.
We're friends, bro.
I had such high hopes for you.
I spent centuries trying to be like you. The last 150 years, terrified I'd succeeded.
I'm flattered. I think.
Don't be.
Don't do this, Veronica.
You took away the only family I had left. You're gonna pay.
He wasn't immortal, damn it. It was a fair fight.
I've trained since I was 10. You? Thought I would let you win? Not with my father's blood on your hands.
No! The boy was yours! This fight is mine!
We settle our own business. Now you two settle yours.
Right. Where were we?
long time coming, Monolith. Far too long. And so the student bests the master. Go ahead. Claim your victory.
There's no victory in this, Renee. I did betray you. And I owed you more than that.
You would show mercy.
Farewell, my friend. Mercy but murders.
How is he?
It's bad, but I think he'll be okay.
I warned you to stay out of this.
There was a traitor in my family. I had to know who it was.
Immortals live violent lives, David. Get too close, even as an observer. That violence will find its way into your life. You should remember that.
Come on, Freed. Let's get you some help.
Go on. Let's see it.
It's official. I'm no longer a watcher.
You know, you're lucky Dawson has a soft spot for watchers that bend the rules. Under the old management, hell, we'd both be dead.
And what about Veronica? I mean, they can't just let her go. They wouldn't...
Kill her? No. But you're right. They can't just let her go. Not after what she's done. They can't exactly turn her over to the law, either. So Veronica's gonna get to spend some quality time at our newly reopened sanctuary. It's more of a rest home than a prison now. She'll be receiving care from the same beings she once observed. Immortals. tired of their game.
So, who's been assigned to Campbell now?
No one. Not yet. As far as I know, you and I were the last ones to see him. What about you, David?
You know, the Watchers have exposed me to a world that I never could have imagined. And now that I know what I do, I can't live my life as an observer. You know, I don't know what this world has in store for me, but I know I'm never going to find it looking through the lens at someone else's life. I'm not meant to be a Watcher.
No, you're not.
But at least we can look back and laugh about it now.
Well, good luck, David, with whatever it is you're trying to find. Do try not to get into too much trouble.
I'll see what I can do. You know, if you ever see Campbell again, you tell him I said hi.
You really don't get this whole Watcher thing, do you?
Hey, you recruited me, remember?
David, we'll be watching you.
I shed the skin of a Watcher, putting aside neutrality and choosing to engage life to the fullest, no matter the consequence. But life goes on, and the Watchers continue without me. Seeking out people on the fringe of society. Those who have already been exposed to the world of Immortals.
And who the hell are you?
I'm the guy that can explain why you're in there.
All right, I'm listening.
With the Watchers behind me, I was free to start over. There was no choice, really. I started down a new path, an entirely new life. In more ways than one. The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die. As it turns out, I had to do both. I found out the hard way that a blow to the back of the head can be fatal. It was unfortunate for Veronica that I didn't stay dead long.
Let's see it.
It's official.
I didn't want Friedman and the others to know.
Watching you.
I didn't want anyone to know. Until I was ready.
You knew. Why didn't you warn me?
Wasn't my place. You deserved a normal life. Such as it was.
Well, now that I'm part of the club, why don't you train me?
Teach all my tricks to somebody who already knows too much about me. I'd be a lot better off killing you, David.
Look, I'm not your enemy. You can trust me.
You'd be amazed what the years can change.
Are you ready to start?
You're lucky, David. Most of us spend years confused and frightened before we learn the full truth of our nature. You'll be the first of us to enter the game already understanding so much. What you lack in experience, you'll make up in knowledge. You will be formidable.
The training was intense. But a new life requires transformation. This new skin heals a bit faster than the old one, and it has the potential to last a lot longer, but I have to fight to keep it. And being a former watcher may give me certain advantages others do not have. But when you're forced to fight for your life, you use every tool at your disposal. And I will use everything I have learned to survive. Because now I understand, more than any watcher ever could, the true meaning of those words we all know so well. In the end, there can be only one.
You're all right. So, do you know how to use one of these?